What's up guys, MGH here and welcome to a very important episode. Today we have the second leg against Liverpool in the EuroLeague semi-finals. We're 2-1 down and it's going to be a fight to make sure that we get through into the final against AC Milan or Tottenham. But first of all guys, we have to come up against Bremen here in the Bundesliga. Now, I've had some poor form. I really have in the league recently. It's basically me and Dortmund, right? We're fighting for the top two, fighting for first, I should say. And at the moment, they've got the upper hand. They are ahead of me. And I've been dropping points. I've been getting stupid draws when I shouldn't be. I've been losing games when I should have won. And it just hasn't been good enough. Now, you'll notice in this game, it was a bit short because I was resting players for Liverpool. And I had to play Goretzka at left back. I just fancied it. I thought maybe he would do a good job there. And we'll see how that goes. But straight away in this game, we did get a couple of chances to go ahead, but I just kind of managed to not score them. What a surprise. I'm not very clinical at the moment. But we really do need the 3 points here if we want to keep up with Dortmund. Because if we drop any more points, it will mean that the game we have against Dortmund just won't be, if we win, it won't be enough. But we do get off to a good start. I was hoping I'd get an earlier goal, then I could relax. And that's exactly what we did in this game. In the first kind of 25 minutes, after a couple of chances here and there, we finally put one away here. Meyer to Volland, and he just smashes it into the bottom left corner. Volland is very good at that. He makes these really direct runs out on the right wing. And if you cut back and pass it out, he's there every single time. And that's what happened in this game. And here's Volland once again. He's such a good player. I just wish he was just a bit less clunky on the ball. He feels kind of heavy, if you know what I mean. But he played a massive part in making it 2-0 there. And at this point, I basically just relaxed. I thought, yeah, that's good. My team are 2-0 up. I just need to not concede now, and I should be okay to get those 3 points. So maybe a bit too relaxed. I don't know. We'll see how this match goes on. But a really lovely pass there out to Meyer, and the finish. Boy, is that a nice finish or what. Literally, the best place you could get it, in off the post almost. It was just inside the post there, and the keeper really didn't have a chance to save that one. Cavani getting close there with a header, comes out to Prince Boateng. Great save from the keeper there. Pretty unlucky not to score and make it 3-0. That really would have sealed the game off. And just before half-time there, they come very close to getting an equaliser. That would have been a horrible time to concede just before half-time. But we went into the second half still feeling pretty confident at this point, thinking, 2-0. It's a nice 2-goal cushion. It's what I need. And it quickly disappears with some aids. Absolute aids. Luckily it comes off the post, but they cross it back in. But the aids was the bit where the ball bounced around my defence and managed to find, I'm not sure who it was, he's the guy in the orange boots to get it off the post there. I have no idea how the ball bounced around and got to him. Just really unlucky, and then it just got worse. I mean, again, just some awful defending. A really lovely pass through to their striker. And before you know it, I was too relaxed and we're 2-2. So at this point, dropping 2 points, which is a disaster, seeing as Dortmund are pretty much winning every single game at the moment. So just before the end of the game here, I have one last chance here with Cavani. Can I get that 90th minute goal to win the game? Lovely bit of play, but the touch was just a bit too heavy there. And it runs out of play there. Well, almost runs out of play, but the referee's had enough. And after 90 minutes, I fucked up, guys. I really did. 2-0 up, down to 2-2. So we've dropped another 2 points. You'll see how that affects us at the end of the episode when I show you the league table. But we had to put that behind us. That game's over now. We need to move into the Liverpool game. Now, I wanted to play Tejes, but he's only just come back from injury. I'm going to use Kolasinac again and maybe bring Tejes on in the second half because I've really missed Tejes. He is such a good player. But now it's time to play Liverpool, guys. We are 2-1 down, meaning that they are basically going through unless I can win 2-0. And let's just say 2-0 is going to be a difficult one because Liverpool at home, Anfield, very strong team. It's a real fortress there. And really, actually, I was playing really well. I really was. I was up for it, and that's the difference. I was enjoying the game, although it was quite a pressurised situation. If I don't go through, it could be this whole series is just kind of ruined because I've been knocked out of the Champions League twice. This is my last chance to do okay in Europe, I want to prove to you guys that this Schalke team is brilliant and that I'm capable of winning stuff with them. But our lucky break finally comes, and it's Cavani and Firmino once again. They are just an absolutely beast of a pair, and it's a lovely finish from Firmino as well. And at this point, I wasn't going to let what happened to me in the last game happen again. I wasn't going to get complacent. I wasn't going to sit there and think, that's good, we got 1-0, because At this point, it wasn't enough. I had to get another goal at least and keep a clean sheet, which is very, very unlikely against this Liverpool side. You have some very good players up top. But I went on defensive at this point. I wanted to make it through to the second half at least. Very close to making it 2-0 there. He's just offside. But I wanted to kind of hold off in the first half. I'll take the 1-0. And then in the second half, make a couple of substitutions, bring on Tellez, and go for it. Just absolutely go for it. And don't let Liverpool have the ball. I just want to keep the ball myself. Counter-attack, whatever. Just get up the pitch and score. And yeah, so again, my tactic was to kind of hold on in the end of this first half. I managed to do that quite well, actually, I thought. And luckily, the referee does decide to blow the whistle right there. They could have got on the counter-attack once again. And it was 1-0 at half-time, so I was halfway there, guys. Just 45 minutes away from being in the Euro League final, as long as I can score one more goal. And I did make some changes. Tellez did come on, and we get so close here with Cavani. It's a lovely, lovely pass. Luckily, the referee didn't bring it back for a free kick. He let play on, but it's a great save by Mignolet. But they were always going to get chances, weren't they, Liverpool? They get the ball a lot down your half, and you need to just win that ball as soon as you can and get on a counter-attack, and that's exactly what I did. And there's a mistake by Sacco, and the stuff of dreams. What a finish, and guess who? It's Firmino, but it's a mistake by the Liverpool defenders. They are not going to be able to live it down if they get knocked out here, because it's just some shoddy defending. I know it's the rain and it makes the ball a little bit more harder to control and it flies around a bit more, but that was not good enough from Sacco, and we pounce on it, and that's exactly what we needed to do, because if I missed that, I would have really, really destroyed my own chances to go through here. But it wasn't over. Liverpool will always try and get themselves back in this game. They've got such a good strike force, but luckily enough for me, Sturridge made a poor touch, and Danilo was on hand to take the ball off him. We're going into the final few minutes of the game now, guys. Just 15 minutes left. Can I make it 3-0 just to seal the game? No, I can't. Volland this time, he hits it wide. It's such a shame. That could have been it. That could have been 3-0 at Anfield, and we would have been through to the final. But unfortunately, no free kick there for me. Sturridge gets the ball. You guys know what's coming. It's not going to be a goal, though. That's not coming. I promise you, there's going to be no goals from now. Hopefully, we can just hold on to the ball and make sure we don't lose. And at this point, I was actually shitting myself, thinking if they score, it has to go all the way to extra time, and then we'll probably go out on penalties. But they were just passing the ball around really, like, kind of nicely and neat, but they weren't really going for it. And again, we just make the tackle with Tellez there. We're going to hoof it up with high hand there. It goes to Cavani. It just bounces in front of him, but that was it. We've made it into the Euro League final, guys. It's going to be us versus Tottenham or AC Milan. Let's take a look who's won. It's AC Milan. I know. How crazy is that? So, guys, we made it. I'm so proud of myself. We got into the Euro League final. It's going to be Schalke versus AC Milan in the final in the next few episodes. That will be up. I cannot wait to play that game. That's going to be a really cool one. And tell you what, AC Milan, I'm happy with that. That should be a game that's winnable, and we should win the Euro League. It's not the Champions League. It's not as good, but I'll take it. Let's have a look at the table here in the Bundesliga. As you can see, we're now 4 points behind Dortmund, which is just so much of a gap with only a few games remaining. Although I do believe we've got the game against Dortmund coming up soon. So it means if we win that, then obviously we're only 1 point behind. And maybe, just maybe, they'll drop some points. That would be amazing. So that's the end of the episode, guys. But what I want you to do is leave lots of comments in this episode. I'm going to involve them in the next game. Or the next episode, sorry. But what are your predictions? So I want a prediction for the game against AC Milan. What do you think the result will be? I want to know what you think I will do in the league. Whether I'm going to come first or second. And what was the other game? Oh yeah, and the German Cup final. Do you think I'm going to win that? But thank you for watching, guys. Leave your comments below. Don't forget to leave a like if you've enjoyed the video. And I will see you next time.